the music. That clip is awful. It doesn't describe me at all. I don't know what you're getting at. It's confusing. I'm Tyler Austin. How's everybody doing? Why the answer? You don't have to answer. It's privacy. But I'm going to share a bunch of stuff, so it's cool. To start off, I want to just let everybody know I only do this because it arouses me sexually. I'm going to let that simmer. Okay, and now you can't unknow that. You're just going to know that forever until you're dead.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Anyway, so yes, I love McDonald's. It was mentioned, I am a McDonald's fan. But you know, it's funny, when you're a fat guy, you know, you love McDonald's. But there's a lot of things you can't do as a fat guy in public. Number one, when I get onto an elevator, it's like a cat burglar. Because if you get onto an elevator and it shakes, you get looked at with a mix of fear and anger reserved for Hitler and Saddam Hussein. This fat fuck's gonna kill us! Just see in their eyes, man. Just see in their eyes. And this is my life. These aren't jokes. This happens. And so I've been thinking about maybe I would just be like, fuck you guys! But my vertical leap is so low, though, it wouldn't do anything. Oh, okay, he's on now, all right. It's funny to me, though, I look at the occupancy rate, and it's like 1,500 pounds. It's like, I don't weigh 1,200 pounds! You haven't seen me being cut out of a house on Jerry Springer yet. I'm like sunken into the bed like a blob that's gonna eat the townspeople. Like, that's not, no. The town folk, yeah. They shot a missile, but it didn't work. No, second thing you can't do as a fat guy, you can't lay down in public. Can't lay down in public. A skinny person lays down in public, it's like, oh, isn't that wonderful? They're enjoying the day at the park, and there's birds, and the trees, and the clouds, oh, it's beautiful, it's wonderful. The same person who says that will look at a fat guy laying down and just go, that guy is too fucking comfortable. And I don't like it. He'd probably be doing the same thing at home. Except shoving pizza down his throat. So I guess that's a plus. Or it's like, is he dead? Kids, turn around, he's dead. He's dead, kids, turn around. Now, last thing, like I said, I like McDonald's, but you can't go into McDonald's when you're a fat guy. You can't walk into a McDonald's. You see a fat guy at McDonald's, that is the lowest form of not giving a fuck possible. Body image out the window, and you know what, I respect it. But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to be the one. So I use drive-thru. It's not much better. It's the same food. And so I go through, it's a drug deal. It's a fucking drug deal. I give them the money, they give me the bag, I am gone. Crinkle up those receipts, there's no paper trail, I'm off the grid, motherfucker. And, you know, I'll do whatever I want with my food when I go home. I'll open up a bag of Lay's potato chips and dump it over myself and eat it off of me. It is a lovely afternoon. Or, when I bring my McDonald's home, take a couple napkins out, light some mood music, you know, light a couple candles. This is a McDonald's masturbation joke, everybody. Woo! No, and now you can't unknow that. You're just going to know that, too. And I love telling that joke, though, because it's like, how does he do it? Is it fries? Is the shake too cold for him? What's he using? I don't know. Cut that off, because it's gross. No, it's funny, though. I love the drive-thru because it is by far the quickest and easiest way to get food possible. And, like, literally, unless they instead of handing you the bag, you just came down the drive-thru and they dropped fries in your mouth, like, it could not get any easier. And I compare that to like 200 years ago, when you had to go out into the forest and you had to murder an animal. You like kill it and shoot it and stab it a bunch of times and cry afterwards. It's like you're Vietnam, basically. And then you're not done yet. You gotta pick this 500-pound fucking thing up and carry it home. And then cut it up and gut it and cook it for like 18 hours so you don't get worms or dysentery or whatever fucking disease they had. And we don't have to worry about it. And then there are times when I'll bring McDonald's home and I don't put it on a fucking plate. great! I eat that shit off my coffee table. Oh, God, it's awful. Anyway, sorry about that. I just had a moment. I haven't eaten in like 3 hours, so I'm gonna... I'll be okay. No, I'm very careful when I go into crosswalks. Just totally jump subjects on you. I'm careful when I go into crosswalks because I don't want to die. And so I'll make sure there's like enough room for a guy to stop or whatever. And so I jump into a crosswalk at one point, and this guy's coming, but he's far enough away he can stop. And I'm looking at it, it's this massive fucking pickup truck. And he's got a Raiders logo on the front. For those of you who don't know about the Raiders, they're the ones that kill people. And then rape the bodies. Like, they're fucked up. And so he's coming at me, and eventually he stops. And I'm like right in front of him, and he stops. And so I'm about to walk through the other side, and another car comes through from the right side. So I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm still in front of the guy. And I hear behind me, "Stupid faggot!" So, whoa. Yelling at me? You know what? That word has been used for however many years, and to put people down. And I'm going to take a stand right here, right now. And then I turn and just go, sorry. But he wasn't looking at me. He wasn't looking. He was yelling at the other car. And then I realized he was using a homophobic slur to defend my honor. And maybe if more people were that considerate, this society would be in better shape. USA! USA! So I do some character work, and so one thing I've been working on is a comedian who only works at funerals. Does a lot of crowd work usually, like, hey man, what do you do? Oh, you were the wife. Well, I mean your job though. Marketing sucks. Like, It goes over about that well at the funerals for me too. And so, doing impressions with the Christopher Walken's gonna say goodbye to him now. Goodbye, Steve. Oh, I do a bad impression of Christopher Walken, but you enjoy it. And so I was working on that character work, or my grandmother who critiquing my appearance, like, why do you dress so sloppy? Couldn't you dress up for the show? You're wearing a t-shirt, you look horrible. That's my grandmother, by the way. Well, last thing I want to talk to you people about, I'm going to talk at you people for a second. Let's get real. Let's get real up in here. I was watching TV. I'm not like that. I don't get real with people. I try to be fake with people. It's much easier. God almighty. So I was watching TV because I'm fat. And so I was doing that. And I was going through the channels, and I come across, it was like an Asian documentary, and it comes on full documentary voice. Guy goes, I'm about to introduce you to the underground Japanese world of... At this point I'm excited, my pants are off, I got plans tonight. Japanese are into some kinky shit, and I'm excited about it. And so, the next word, unfortunately, goes something like, the underground world of hostessing. Believe it or not, it's more depressing than it sounds. For me, especially because then I had to put my pants back on, I was like, oh, alright, I invested 10 seconds, I'll invest a half hour. But I watch it, basically hostessing is a thing where women just go and talk to men, but not even sexually. It's like about their day and feelings and everything American sitcoms told me to avoid, basically. And then pay for it. And so, it's like, think of it like this. You're going out to find your prostitute, as you would. And you search on local street corners, as you would. You find a woman with a t-shirt cut off here and hot pants on, as you would. She leans into your car window and goes, hey baby, $40 for some stimulating conversation. That would be one broke-ass prostitute. Even Julia Roberts had to put out. Like, seriously. So, thank you. No, thank you. I appreciate that. But seriously, it's like, and so I was thinking there, I'm sitting, I'm like, God, that is just a level of desperation that has not hit America yet. But then, I'm sitting there, covering potato chips. Maybe it's not such a bad idea after all. Anyways, thank you for a great audience. Have a good night, everybody. Have a travel out. Yeah,